September in the year 1840. The American Civil War is 2 decades away. The Irish potato famine is half a decade in the future. The entire city of New York is 300,000 people, almost all clustered at the southern tip of Manhattan. William Henry Harrison is on his way to election as the 9th President of the United States, the 26th United States. The dedication of St. Patrick's Cathedral is almost 40 years away. So is the invention of the light bulb. There is no such thing as Central Park. All of what is now the Bronx is part of Westchester County, thinly populated farm country with small hamlets here and there. For the Society of Jesus, the Catholic men's religious order seeking to expand its mission efforts in the young country, only 27 years have passed since its restoration after 4 decades of suppression. In New York, future Archbishop John J. Hughes moves forward with plans to create a Catholic seminary in New York similar to the one he attended in Maryland. He purchases Rose Hill Manor, named Fordham Village in the Bronx, as a campus for the seminary and an attached school. The school opens with a student body of 6 on June 21, 1841. Known as St. John's College, it is the first Catholic institution of higher learning in the American Northeast. It is also the institution that would become Fordham Preparatory School. 5 years after the school's founding, Hughes invited the Jesuits to take over the operations of the college. Hughes had long admired the Jesuits for their intellectual rigor and their educational system used in schools around the world. Known as the Ratio Studiorum, it stressed the classics, the liberal arts, the eloquentia perfecta, the habit of writing and speaking with precision and eloquence. The Jesuits also brought with them the famed spiritual exercises handed down from their founder, St. Ignatius of Loyola. These 2 traditions of rigorous scholarship and Ignatian spirituality continue to inform the mission of Fordham Prep to this very day. During those first decades, a St. John's education was a 7 or 8 year course of study. The curriculum in the junior division included 4 years of study in Latin and Greek grammar, literature, theology, history, geography, and mathematics. A senior division required 3 more years of study, with added coursework in the humanities, philosophy, and rhetoric. The school struggled to attract students in its early years and grew only slowly. Some of the school's early alumni, however, made a name for themselves as priests, educators, athletes, war heroes, and even 2 future mayors of New York City. In 1890, the 2nd Division of St. John's moved into a newly constructed building that would remain the home of the Prep for the next 80 years. Hughes Hall, named for Archbishop John J. Hughes, their founder. In 1907, with the addition of schools of medicine and law, St. John's College was rechartered as Fordham University. The lower division was frequently called by the nickname Fordham Prep, and in 1937, the name Fordham Preparatory School was legally adopted. From those decades, the Prep draws some of its fondest institutional memories and names that live on in stone as well as in tales. As the student body grew, so too did the faculty and staff. By 1970, it became clear that the school had outgrown Hughes Hall. After fundraising efforts, a new campus was inaugurated in 1972. Finally, the Prep had its own campus, the same it occupies today. In the decades since, the Prep has built upon the vision of 1841 and the vision of 1970, growing, adapting with the times, staying true to its founding vision, and yet embracing the future. Today, the Prep continues in its traditions of educational excellence and Ignatian spirituality, inviting young men of the greater metropolitan area and their families to become part of a legacy of faith, scholarship, and service. 175 years of taking young boys and helping them to become men of faith, of scholarship, of conviction. Men trained to be leaders of tomorrow, not for their own glory, but ad majorem Dei gloriam, for the greater glory of God.